Hello, lovers of the world. This is Sinta speaking. I really loved my trip to Australia. I spent most of it in Brisbane though, so it's kind of weird to say Australia travel vlog when I spent most of it in one place. I still call it my trip to Australia because I still technically went to Gold Coast. This video chronicles the days that I spent in Brisbane. I hope you guys enjoy it. Hello guys, and now I'm going to the Lone Pine Sanctuary later this afternoon. I'm gonna wait until 2:30 p.m. because that's when they have the platypus guided tour, and I really want to see a platypus. It's one of the highlight. It's one of the things I've been looking forward to on this trip. But before that, I'm gonna go to the Queensland Museum and kind of just putter around there for a bit before I head off to the sanctuary. My goal is to kind of be home by around 5 o'clock, which is when my friend gets home from work around about. So I'll take you with me. I'll see how much I can vlog. Yesterday was kind of a lot of walking around again. I enjoyed being in the museum, in the art gallery. It was really fun. And it was so big. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it yet, but it felt so much bigger than the Auckland Art Gallery. And I really enjoyed looking at the more Aboriginal inspired art pieces. I was kind of disappointed though because I wish that there were more at the shop. I was really looking forward to finding some postcards that had prints of some of the paintings that I saw there, which is what Auckland Art Gallery does sometimes. Like if they have a exhibition or even some of the more popular pieces that they've got on display, they'll have like a print of it on their shop. And there were some really nice pieces, some really nice paintings that I wish I could take home with me, but unfortunately I'll just have to be satisfied with the pictures that I took. From here to the sanctuary is an hour trip, so it'll be I'm trying to time it so that I take the train at around 4 o'clock and then get back here by 5, and then me and my friend can hang out after they've arrived from work. Last night I also went for a brief walk around the Botanical Gardens, which is super close by the way, and I was just sitting there and trying to ponder the meaning of life, I guess. And these two lizards walked right into my view. I was staring, and then they just walked in and I'm like, oh, that's a lizard. They're two lizards. And then I was looking at them and I'm like, what lizards are you? They're cute, they're big. I thought they were iguanas. One of them started to chase the other in, and then I was facing a pond, and so the other lizard that was being chased just jumped straight into the pond and started swimming away. And I was like, Australia is wild. What a break. Also, I haven't seen a frog in person in a long time, and while I was walking I saw one and I was like, oh my god. I don't know, the mundane things are really jumping out at me. I still get excited seeing an ibis, and I know that they have a bad reputation here in Australia. My friend makes fun of me all the time for it, but I'm like, they just look so interesting. So anyway, bye bye. I'll talk to y'all later.
어릴 때 원했던 어른이 됐나. Thought I found, oh, she's mine. 놓칠까 달렸던 나. Let's just take it slowly. 늦은 어떤 때 같은 곳을 바라보고 있잖아. Go anywhere you want to. Underneath the pressure, sometimes wish I knew it too. Fly away from tomorrow. 이제는 너무 있을까 그립다고는 못하겠어 난 아직조차 갈고 있어 사실 난 Oh sometimes wish I knew it too Fly away from tomorrow 이제 좀 너무 멀리 와버렸던 거야 I need you
Hi. Today's Friday. Oh my god, I only have 2 more days left in Brisbane. I'm kind of sad about that. But in a way, I'm also looking forward to being in my own room and stuff. Also, I need to start preparing for the semester, so. But I'm gonna be sad. Yesterday, I went to the Platypus Sanctuary and I managed to get there finally. I guess it was a bit of a blessing in disguise that I didn't end up going the day before. I don't remember if I've talked about this already. But on Wednesday, I couldn't go because I had originally planned on going to the sanctuary on Wednesday, but it was a total disaster. So what I had planned was to check out the Queensland Museum the morning and then head over to the sanctuary by around the afternoon. So first I went to the museum. It was really good. I liked seeing all these exhibits and there were lots of tourists there and it kind of made me feel a little bit like oh they're like looking around like I am and stuff. So I thought that was cute. They had lots of really interesting exhibitions. I think my favorite one was probably the taxidermied floor. And I was interested in how they expressed and articulated the Australian colonial guilt in a museum because I'm kind of interested in like making a thing about a video essay, I guess, about museums and what they stand for in terms of national memory and how they convey certain messages to visitors. So I'm interested in kind of like pursuing a project like that. So I was kind of thinking about that there. So I enjoyed being at the museum and I guess I kind of took my time too much. Like I guess I didn't really want to miss out on anything. I was falling behind the schedule that I had planned for myself. So usually when I've been going out on these excursions, I wouldn't really have like a schedule, but this time because I wanted to go to the sanctuary at a certain time, leave the sanctuary at a certain time, and arrive home at a certain time, I had a schedule for the first time, I guess. I guess it was all over the place, my plan anyway. So I had gone to the museum first, and then on the way, there was a market by where the bridge was. And so I kind of like browsed through and picked out a thing. Because there was no bus stop where the museum was that would take me directly to Lone Pine Sanctuary. I had to walk from the museum to, I guess, the apartment and go back to the bus stop that would take me there directly. And so that was the plan. I had left my coffee cup here and then come back here, pick up my coffee cup, and then also drop off the stuff that I had bought at the market. And so I managed to do all of that and then get on the right bus. Luckily, I was kind of running a little bit late, like 2 minutes late, but luckily the bus was running also a little bit late because of the traffic, and I was kind of like, thank you. So I got on the right bus, and it's an hour to get from the city to the sanctuary. And so I thought to myself, oh, I will just I needed to write my section for an abstract for a conference paper that I'm participating in June with my old supervisor, and I was trying to use up that time to write my piece because I was like, oh, it's an hour long. But I was so nervous about like missing my stop that I kept getting off too early. So I got off at the wrong stop the first time, and then I realized my mistake, and I looked at it and I was like, there's no way that I can like walk from here. I was like thinking maybe I could walk from where I was to there, but the stop that I had gotten off at originally was 32 and the stop that I need to be at is 42. So I was like, oh darn. So I was really excited to be there for the platypus feeding because I wanted to go and feed the platypus and learn more about them, like behind the scenes. But I couldn't really book tickets online because I didn't want to use my card. And so I was hoping that I could go there while I pay for my ticket in cash, and then I could also pay for my slot at the platypus feeding. But before I had gotten there, the platypus feedings had already filled up. And so I was already bummed out about that I couldn't go to see the platypus. But I knew that in the beginning of the day because I had checked earlier before I left that to see whether there was even any slots available, and there wasn't any left. And I was like, oh, maybe this is for the best because it is pretty pricey on top of the ticket. And so I was bummed out about that, and I got off at the wrong stop. And so I was trying to salvage everything. I was like, okay, that's all right, and trying to be more positive about it. And I was like, well, look, you can see all these suburbs, and like walking around, it's like you can still see something interesting. I found another bus stop that had a bus that would take me to the sanctuary. So I waited there, and guess what happened? I got on the right bus, and then I got off too early again. And so I made the same mistake, and then instead of getting off at 42, I got off at 39. And I was like, maybe I can walk this way now. And I couldn't. It's like an hour on foot. I was like, well, I kind of given up at that point because there's no, even if I had, so either I walk there, it takes an hour, and then I'll be exhausted, or I wait for the next bus that would take me there, but that one will come in an hour, and then by the time I got to the sanctuary, I will only have had like maybe 30 minutes before I have to eventually take the next bus to get home at the time that I wanted to be in. So I was like, well, I'm gonna cut my losses, and I'm just gonna try again tomorrow because I know when to quit. The universe is obviously telling me something. There was another bus stop nearby, and that bus stop would have a bus that would take me straight to the city, and that bus was coming in 10 minutes. And so I was like, well, obviously I'll just take the easy way out. And the other thing was that I lost my hair clip that my sister got me for Christmas, and I really liked that hair clip. I left it on the bus, I think. And so that was so many L's taken this on Wednesday. And so I decided to treat myself. I went to Daiso and got myself a sticker sheet and a little Lego thing that me and my friend ended up putting together. Hanging out with my friend kind of salvaged the day. We ended up having dinner somewhere, and we walked around until they had to go to sleep because they have work the next day. So, not too bad. It's trying to be positive about it. And then Thursday, I actually ended up going finally. So I decided to go to Kagma first.
Let's fly away, just you and me. I need a little break from the city. It's been so long since we've been gone. I wanna feel that summer feel, but I don't wanna go if you ain't with me. Let's make a home, be all alone. So tell me, baby, where would you like to go? Maybe we'll drive from coast to coast, only to where we love the most.
That's how I supposed to.
Taking you to paradise, paradise. You know where we're going tonight, Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. I don't even care about the price, yeah. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you. Let's see the sun.
I'm planning on going back to Kagma on Saturday, tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, tomorrow, and going to a specific exhibit. Yesterday, I had just gone to see like the free exhibitions, like what was there already. And I enjoyed it. It was good. It was good art. Yeah, I went to the store and I got myself some postcards that I thought were really cute. And so I got this. This is what I mean when I wish that art galleries would have prints of some of their paintings, because this was one of the paintings that I saw displayed and took a photo of because I thought it was the coolest thing. Isn't that fun? I really like it. And then I also got this one, which I didn't really see in exhibited, but I thought it was so cool. I got another one for my friend because I think she would like this as well. What a beautiful painting. Oh yeah, so then I managed to catch so I went to the bus stop and caught the bus, and I was there thinking like, perfect, I'm here. And also I checked on the website for the sanctuary, there were still platypus feedings available. So I was like, slay, this is going so well. And then I was on the bus, and then the bus stopped, and then the bus driver was like, end of the line, and I'm like, what do you mean? And then I'm like, I'm trying, and he's like, oh, where are you trying to get to? I'm like, I'm trying to get to the Lone Pine Sanctuary, and he's like, that's the wrong bus. This is the 415. You're wanting the 445, and I'm like, and then he's like, well, you're lucky because they also pass through here, and then you can catch the next one. And there's another one, 430. There's a 430 bus that passes by. And I was like, thank you so much. And then I was at a shopping center, and I was trying to think like what to do. Like, do I wait for the bus and just browse the shopping center, or trying to find, and then I decided to just buy it, just like to Uber there the rest of the way, because I checked it and it wasn't that expensive. And so this is the only transaction I've done since I've arrived in Brisbane that involved an online transaction, because I've been trying to avoid them as much as possible. But I was like, I'm so close, and if I take the Uber, I will be in time for the platypus feeding. And so I got the Uber, and I went there, and I bought tickets just in time, and then I got the platypus slots. Koala. That's him. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's so many. He's slaying. Woohoo! What's this guy? Let's have a look. Oh, where are all the kangaroos? They're gonna make me walk around. Man, I don't even know where to start. Well, oh my gosh, guys, calm down. Here, you can have the one little one. That's crazy. You want to? How majestic. So hungry. And then I got home, and then me and my friend, we just watched TV or like YouTube videos until it was time to go to sleep. So honestly, it was not that bad. Today's agenda is going to the State Queensland Library and maybe browse the museum shops again because I'm still looking for souvenirs and gifts to give to people. All right, I'll see you guys later. Here's the fit. You can't really see it. Ta-da! Here's the fit. And then the earrings and the necklace. And a bracelet that is going to be covered by my cardigan.
Beautiful.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm back. Welcome back to me. I'm back in my room. It is currently 2:17 a.m. New Zealand Standard Time, and I'm still pretty wired, honestly. And I will show you. I've actually been. I'm actually journaling right now. I got home at around 1 a.m. I'd say, and I didn't really film a lot while I was at the airport. I don't know. I don't feel. I haven't really mastered the comfort of filming in public yet. 10 days overseas is pretty gnarly when you're thinking about it. I'm pretty much all traveled out. I'd say I feel like I made the most of my stay there, and honestly, I'm pretty happy to be home. I'm looking forward to working at my job. I'm looking forward to making more videos. I kind of miss my friends as well, even though I was just there for 10 days. I went over there to visit my other friend who I haven't seen in so long, and mission accomplished, honestly, but I still feel like it wasn't enough. Like, I really wanted to take him with me, you know what I mean? Like, I had no inclination of staying over there. Like, I didn't really see myself staying there because the biggest thing was that I spent a lot of time in Brisbane by myself, and as much as I was able to hang out with my friend, I didn't really feel like it was enough. And maybe that's just me as a person who like really thrives on friendship and like hanging out and stuff, but it wasn't something I could see myself, it wasn't a lifestyle I could see myself sustaining. Like, if I just decided to move overseas and I only knew one person, or worse, or zero people, like, I wouldn't be able to handle it. That's why I really am a very social creature. But I really had such a great time just hanging out with my friend and seeing the sights and learning a lot about Australia, you know. Right now, I'm kind of, while everything's fresh in my mind, I guess there's a part of me that wants to relive the moments because I'm journaling and I wanted to stick everything together and stuff. I did a good job of keeping up with my journal while I was over there. Like, not only did I write, because usually my rule is I write one sentence every day, but I did a pretty decent amount because obviously I was busy and there was a lot to write about. But I need to set up for the month because semester starts technically tomorrow, but I don't have work until technically next week because that's when I start teaching classes. But I do have, our first lecture is on Wednesday and I'm expected to turn up, obviously. And so I'm gonna go like reach out to my fellow co-tutor and my supervisor or course coordinator. That's the end of my trip to Australia. I hope you guys enjoyed traveling with me, and hopefully more videos like that to come in the future. I don't know where my next destination is, but let's hope it's just as exciting as Brisbane was. See you guys later.
The fuck was that?
I thought that was an animal. Anyway, thank you.